Every day, someone is injured on a job, becomes ill from a work-related hazard, or is fatally wounded while at work. Many times these situations are attributed to and called an unfortunate accident. The reality is, most, if not all, workplace injuries, illnesses, and deaths could be avoided by providing a true safety culture. While they may be unplanned and unwanted, accidents are generally not unavoidable. This training program will look at ways to avoid these so-called accidents and help you create a safer and healthier workplace. This training video will examine the following topics: accident or incident, reasons for investigating, root cause analysis, steps of the investigation, investigation kit, documentation, interviewing employees, determining root cause, and corrections. The term accident is often used when referring to an unplanned and unwanted event. Sometimes that just happens. To many individuals, the word accident implies the event was just bad luck and could not have been prevented. Since most workplace injuries, illnesses, and deaths can be prevented, OSHA prefers the term incident instead. For training purposes, this program will also use the term incident instead of accident. An investigation should be performed at the occurrence of many workplace incidents. These include incidents involving a fatality or serious injury. These require the most in-depth investigation. Recordable incidents, those reported on OSHA Forms 300, 300A, and 301. Near-miss or close call incidents. It is important to investigate close calls. These occur when an incident happens and a worker might have been hurt had the circumstances been a little different. Investigating workplace incidents is important for many reasons, but the health and safety of all employees is the ultimate desired outcome. Many other positive outcomes and benefits can be realized as a result of an incident investigation. Hazardous conditions and actions are identified. Weaknesses, revisions, or procedural changes and updates in various workplace health and safety programs are discovered. Faulty equipment and machinery is identified and repaired or replaced. Employee morale can be increased. Improved compliance with federal, state, and local rules and regulations. Incidents and injuries for employees are reduced, resulting in lower insurance and medical costs for employers. Incidents have three basic contributing factors: the root cause, underlying causes, and the immediate cause. The root cause is the very basic reason for the incident and does not have an underlying cause. Underlying causes are all the steps between the immediate cause and the root cause. The immediate cause is the unsafe act itself, the unsafe condition, or the failure to follow a procedure properly, which directly causes an incident. It is important to focus on finding and knowing the root cause of an incident. This process is known as root cause analysis. Investigations that focus on finding and correcting the root cause, and not just looking to find fault or lay blame, demonstrate the commitment to creating a safe and healthy workplace. Improved employee morale and increased productivity are positive outcomes of root cause analysis. Root cause analysis, in its simplest form, is asking why something happened, and then asking why that happened, and so on, until you get to the root cause. This is sometimes called the domino effect. The benefits of this type of root cause analysis are many. 1. Simple and inexpensive. 2. Effective, able to quickly identify the root cause. 3. Encourages easy communication between management and employees. When an incident occurs, the quick fix is to only address the immediate cause or some of the underlying causes. The quick fix can lead to a bad outcome and future problems. The quick fix might help avoid some incidents in the short run, but many times they only delay a future incident with a fatal outcome. If the root cause of an incident is identified and corrected properly, it should prevent similar incidents from happening again. Consider this simple example of root cause analysis. An employee breaks down while driving to pick up some supplies. The vehicle just stopped running. The car was towed back to the garage to be checked out. The mechanics discovered it was just out of gas, even though the gas gauge said the tank was almost full. To get to the root cause, you have to ask why. Why did the car run out of gas? The driver didn't know it was empty. Why didn't the driver know it was empty? The gas gauge didn't work. Why didn't the gas gauge work? The instrument panel fuse was blown. Why was the instrument panel fuse blown? The fuse was old and needed to be replaced. From this example, you can see the root cause for running out of gas was an old blown-out fuse. The other causes are true, but not the main reason for the incident. If the fuse is replaced, then the gas gauge would have worked properly, and the driver would know to get gas when the gauge indicated it was low. Your company should develop policies, procedures, and proper training for investigating any incident before an incident happens. Employees should be informed of the need to investigate all incidents and be knowledgeable of the investigation process. Incident investigations are often conducted by a supervisor, but to be most effective, these investigations should include managers and employees working together, since each bring different knowledge, understanding, and perspectives to the investigation. It is important for an investigation to take place immediately following an incident or as soon after as possible. If someone has been injured during an incident, attending to their medical needs is always the #1 priority. Call together all employees and management required to conduct the investigation. In cases involving a fatality or serious injury, senior level management and legal staff should also be included. In the case of a fatality, OSHA will become involved, so every investigation must be documented. Remind everyone the reason for the investigation is to find and correct the root cause, and not to find fault or blame. Secure the area and preserve the worksite where the incident occurred. Look for any dangerous situations which might still be present and take precautions for everyone's safety. Notify company personnel and departments as necessary to ensure proper reporting to local, state, and federal agencies such as OSHA. Identify and/or gather any injured persons, witnesses, and any physical evidence. Interview and secure facts about the incident. Many believe it is best to conduct interviews near the location of the incident. This allows people to explain in better detail and makes it easier for the interviewer to understand. Document the scene by making sketches, taking photographs and video, and recording any witnesses to the incident. Determine the root cause of the incident and make recommendations for corrections. It might be beneficial to have some items set aside for an investigation. This is known as an investigation kit. It should be stored somewhere which allows easy access at all times. Having a kit like this allows for a quick response to do a proper investigation when an incident occurs. The kit should be tailored for the type of work and location in which it will be used, but some general items which most kits might have include camera or video recorder, voice recorder, tape measure, caution tape, gloves, large envelopes, paper and pencil, sample containers, PPE, report forms. Documentation of the incident is crucial to the success of an investigation. It is important you gather as much detailed information as soon as possible. It is human nature to tend to forget important facts over time. Beginning a thorough investigation immediately will help ensure a successful one. Keep in mind, this part of the investigation is to gather evidence, facts, and information. Determining the root cause and the necessary changes will be done afterward. Some of the information needed includes the following: injuries, type of injury sustained, degree of injury, and if medical attention was required, employee information, age, gender, job position, employment record, training records, and job status. Description of incident. What happened? Who was present? When and where did it occur? Description of equipment involved. What equipment was in use? Brand, size, condition, raw materials in use, PPE. Other factors. Time of day, work shift, lighting, noise level, inappropriate behaviors, environmental factors, etc. Employees may be nervous or anxious, especially right after the incident has occurred. They may feel like they are snitching on a friend or coworker. You want to try to calm their fears as much as possible by reassuring them the reason for the investigation is to make sure it doesn't happen again. Let them know you're conducting an investigation to try and find out facts about what happened and not to lay blame on them or anyone else. Some things to consider about the interviewing process include the following. Conduct the interview as privately as possible. A separate room is sometimes best. Stress the importance of being truthful. Ask the employee to tell you what happened. You may get different accounts of the incident from different people. Allow each person to tell their story and avoid confronting them with other employee versions. Ask questions to clarify or complete missing information. Recount their version back to them to make sure they haven't forgotten anything and to make sure you understand what they said. Ask them what they think could have prevented the incident. Thank them for being open and honest and helping with the investigation. The employee interview process is crucial to a successful investigation. After conducting interviews, gathering evidence, and completing the investigation, it's time to determine the root cause and corrective measures to take. Use the why method of root cause analysis and/or other methods as agreed upon by your company incident investigation program to identify the root cause. Your company risk management team should assist you with your analysis. Reports should be completed and submitted to the proper personnel and departments within the company. Many times, the company's insurance carrier will also conduct an investigation and do a report. Corrective actions such as additional training, PPE, equipment repairs, equipment replacement, and other steps must be provided as necessary according to the final report. Corrective actions must be documented and completed within the time frame given on the report, and usually follow the hierarchy of hazard controls, including engineering controls, management controls or procedures, and finally PPE. Finally, it is essential to review the incident investigation program after the investigation is complete and revise the program or procedures as necessary. Incident investigation is part of a positive safety culture in any organization. It is important to never give out blame when it comes to investigating an incident. Find a root cause and take corrective procedures to prevent future incidents is always the main goal. Incidents do happen, and it is always best to be prepared to handle them properly.